metalheads, it's Blackmetalwerewolf making a brand new video for you this week. And today we are going to be talking about attention. More specifically, do metalheads show their metal pride simply as a ploy to get attention? So let's talk about it. So I've been thinking about this video idea for the past couple weeks, just kind of going over it in my head over and over again, looking at it from different perspectives. And the more I think about it when it comes to metalhead just showing off their pride as simply a way of getting attention, I came to the conclusion that it's yes and it's no. So I'll explain. I'll start with the no part of it. So obviously I don't believe that metalheads simply show their pride and the way they dress, from the hair, the t-shirts, the vests, the tattoos, all these things. I do not believe that is simply just a way of getting attention. To me, that's just ridiculous, because I truly believe that most metalheads show it off simply for the love of the music. They wouldn't be showing off all this pride if they legitimately didn't like it. Why would you do that, of course? And at first I kind of thought, well, maybe it was just a me problem. Maybe I'm just like, I know I've been accused of that, especially in my younger years, like when I was in high school and shit. People saying, well, you're only wearing Marilyn Manson t-shirts because he's different and he's weird and you're using it as a way of getting attention. Well, no, I wore Marilyn Manson t-shirts because I really enjoyed his music and I connected to the guy. Judge that statement as much as you will. But then I realized, like, you know, that wasn't just a me problem. I'd seen it happen to other people. And it's not just metalheads I'd seen it happen to. I'd seen, you know, punks get accused of that, them showing off, like, the haircuts and the punk fashion, and goths, that happening to them too. Them simply being accused of that because they just want attention and they don't know any other way of getting it. But once again, these people show off these fashion senses and these ideals because they legitimately believe in it. I can't say I've ever met someone who simply promotes these kinds of things simply for attention. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are some people out there like that. I wouldn't be surprised. However, personally, I've never met a single person who I 100% believe is doing it purely for attention. Could there be people out there like that? 100%, wouldn't doubt it. But I can't say I've ever encountered someone like that. So the idea that all these people in the metal community, punk, goth, what have you, are simply all just showing off for attention, to me, without actually having a love and a dedication to the music or the subculture or whatever the fuck you want to call it, to me that's just an asinine statement to think that all these people are doing it just because they have no other way of getting attention. Once again, all these people that I've met who like metal, who like punk, who like goth, are all very interesting people and are all very talented, great conversationalists. If they want to get attention, they know how to get it with their minds, through their talents. They don't just get attention through a black t-shirt with a creepy design on it, or like the word cunt on a t-shirt or something, you know? So to me, just that whole concept of simply doing it for attention, it's asinine and ridiculous. So obviously that was just one way of looking at it, that of course no one just shows off this pride simply for attention. But I also said that it was no and also yes. Just from the way I look at it when I was thinking about this video topic was, well, yes, of course people do things for attention, but that's not simply a metal thing or a rap thing or a punk thing. It's simply a human thing. I truly believe that pretty much everything any human does is for some sort of attention, be it to attract a friend or a sexual partner, or possibly to scare other people off. Everything we do is to get attention. Why do we shower? Well, we shower so we can be clean, to prove to other people that we're hygienic and that we smell good, and to attract people to us. Why do we brush our teeth? For the exact same reason. If you were to meet someone with nice pearly whites, nice straight teeth, you know, that's a way of them attracting attention, because they don't want to be perceived as someone with, you know, green and black teeth that are rotting away in their skull. To me, that is a way of someone trying to get attention. Someone who's a really big fan of rap music, dressing in the gangster attire, is that not a way of getting attention? I would say so to a degree, but no more different than someone sewing their favorite bands on a battle vest. So, no, in the sense that we are strictly doing it only for attention, that, you know, metalheads have no legitimate interest in music. We're just doing it so people think we're scary or tough or whatever. But yes, in the sense that we're human and we want to present ourselves in a certain way. And when you present yourself a certain way, you attract certain types of attention. That's just the way it is. It's like I said, I gave examples of all the things we do. Why do we wear clean clothes? Why do some people buy super expensive shoes? Why in a big city like Toronto are there people walking out of Starbucks wearing a cowboy hat? You're not a fucking cowboy. You live in fucking Toronto and you're in a Starbucks. You are not a cowboy. However, I am a cowboy. I'm a bad cowboy. But, that's a whole other discussion. But, why do people do that? To get attention, because getting attention is basically a human need. We like interaction with other humans, and we have to get it some way. A lot of people do it different ways, be it through appearance, be it through conversation, talents, controversy, all these things people just do to get attention, but it's not a metalhead thing, it's a human thing. And just as kind of a side note to this video, as I was thinking about this more, I did kind of come to the realization that, I may have been accused of doing this whole thing for attention when I was like 16 or whatever. But I did notice that a lot of other people are getting that kind of flack, like, oh, you're just doing it for attention. But a lot of it is women getting that kind of flack who really enjoy metal. And I'm not saying this as me trying to prove that I'm some fucking male feminist, because I'm not. It's just an observation that I noticed, and the more I researched into it, a lot of people have noticed that, just some girl who's really into metal buying a t-shirt and making a vest, showing off their metal pride, a lot of them get harped on really fucking bad by some fucking neckbeard, claiming that these poor girls aren't legitimate fans of the music, that they're just doing it for attention. And once again, it baffles my mind that some asshole who doesn't even know these fucking people can just kind of like stick them in the ribs doing the whole, well, you're not a real fan, you're just doing it for attention, and they somehow fucking know everything about you. It's like, yeah, some stranger going fucking up to you and be like, you know what your problem is, pal? And then just giving you all these reasons that they think they know about you, even though they've never fucking met you, right? I remember before my old Facebook page got banned, I'd actually had a fan message me. Unfortunately, I can't for the life of me remember her name, but she told me the story about, at the time, a couple nights before she sent me the message, she went to a concert, and she got all dolled up, she got her battle vest on, she went to the concert, and some guy was chatting her up, and next thing you know, the conversation went sideways, and this guy's accusing her of not being a real fan because reasons. He just decided that he saw her and she saw her vest, and he decided that she wasn't a real fan because I guess he's some sort of fucking authority on this band and the music taste. Like, what kind of dickhead just goes up to some poor girl and just starts saying shit like that? The audacity and the jackassery you have to have in your heart to just start accusing someone because they're a girl? Like, come on, that's fucking ridiculous. You don't have to be a feminist or some justice warrior, some white knight for the woman to realize that's just stupid and asinine. But now, of course, I'd like to get your guys' opinion on all of this. Do you believe that there are a lot of people in the metal community who simply show off their metal pride just as a form of getting attention? Or do you believe that's non-existent? Do you believe there are people who don't even like metal, or an outrageous number of people who don't even like metal who just show it off just to get attention? Please leave me a comment below sharing your feelings, your thoughts, your stories, your opinions, everything. I'd love to know what you guys think of this whole thing. Now, like my past videos, I'll either do an album recommendation or an album warning, and today is another recommendation. The band is Tribulation, the album is Down Below. I got this album a couple months back, and I really enjoyed it. My personal favorite song on it is Cries from the Underworld. This whole album is very dark and very brutal, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So once again, the band is Tribulation, the album is Down Below. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video, checking out some of my past videos, and sharing them with a few of your friends while you're at it. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on my new Facebook account and on Instagram. I also have a P.O. box open. All of that info is down in the description. I also have a handful of patches left for sale, so if you'd like to get your very own, you can click right over here. There's also a link down in the description. Overall, thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to stay brutal.